What's up, Master Builders, and welcome to Ginty Bricks Railway. And today I am going to be presenting one of my another Lego Thomas the Tank Engine mock. Unless you watched my last video with Elsie, I hope I got the name right, the luggage van, I am going to be presenting Toby's loyal coach, Henretta. Because after all, no matter whether you have Toby, you're going to have Henretta. Unless you're going to have Hannah. But at the time though, Hannah was not existed when I was building this. So let me introduce Henretta. To be honest, Henretta is quite an amazing mock. Got quite a few more details to show off, so let me show it off. So of course, the balcony. I need to show off the balcony because that is the one thing I was like really wanted to try and do. Of course, the first build that I was trying to do with Henretta was this normal 1x4 brick that you normally see with most jail cells or something like that. I was trying to use that, but then it didn't look good. So what I did end up doing was to get one of these I want to call it magnifying glass, but this little piece that you normally see as either a hook for a hand or a that little thing that pirates actually use to watch. I don't know what the name is. I'm sorry, I don't even know. But use it on the top of an actual 1x4 jumper plates with 2 studs on it, and then you've got the actual brickwork, not brick, cylinder. Like one tube cylinder, one actual stud, one tube and one stud onto the roof. And of course you've got the buffer beams here. There's just the typical buffer beam that I normally do for most of it. And of course you've got 2x4 tiles to act as the extra doorway, so that's just enough to fit a minifigure in. But I could do a door here, but I think that was just like doing a bit too much for something that's not really going to see that much. Because she is going to be one of the characters who are going to be running around with Toby's. So she don't really need to have that much effort being put onto it, but also still having so much effort. And of course, as you can see, Henretta is actually dark orange. If you want to see, Annie is dark orange as well. Just to show them off, Henretta is definitely smaller than Annie or Clarabelle, but that's what it's actually designed of. It actually is meant to be a small one, but because of that, she's a little bit too long for the actual wheelbase. But lucky enough, the actual wheel size, oh, that's literally this size, so I'm glad for that. On the back, you can just see the actual face of Henretta. Of course, I did not draw the face on it yet, and not really going to plan to do it until I'm really brave to do an updated version of what I did to Elsie. But of course, if I take off the actual roof, I'm going to show you how I've done the windows and the interior as well. Carefully does it. There. Of course, roof is just a normal roof. Underneath you've got the actual well, I left this lot blank. It's because this is the part that's overhang to the balcony, so I didn't really want to show anything off, but the brownness is just literally just there for when it goes over the actual things. But anyway, I want to show you the interior of Henretta. All it is literally the dark green luxurious kind of look on it, and of course it's got the actual curve of the back pillows for the actual comfort. The same one that I use on Percy, but unfortunately I don't know the name of it. And of course I just use simple 2x6 and 4s bricks to plonk it all out, and also just finish it off by a little tan brick right here. And of course the doors are on jumpers, they are literally on jumpers, as you can just see here. It's just embedded like a lot of it in the background. Like I said in my last video, that was my common doors back then. But for this one, it's not that very important to show off the actual doors. Unlike Annie, Cloud or Victoria, where the door is very important to show off. But the windows though, since I got the roof off, I can show off the windows that is literally a stud on the side of construction, no surprise, but it's in two halves. So this is one half of the window. So if I put it closer, you can just see how I managed to build that. So if anybody wants to replicate it, they can. And you can just see this is the part that I just took out, and this is the other part, basically identical to the actual thing. But how does it stay there? With like, if you push your finger there, would it be like poof out? Nope, because of course those seats that I was talking about, those green, dark green seats, is actually act as an actual cushion or a barrier, just so I cannot just do like that. So that's going to be more easier for me. And of course, the top part you can just see a little bit of I was about to say grey, brown. A little bit of brown just to make it as the actual little bit of the detail that you see on top of that kind of coach. But that's about it. I don't think I can really say much about Henretta. But I am going to put the roof back on and actually just doing the final piercing. I don't know why I misspelled out that word, but yeah, Henretta is going to be shown off with Toby and Elsie as well. But to be honest, to wait a couple then up, because I have not mentioned this throughout the whole other models, but to connect all the trains up, I got like the actual pins in the bottom. I'm wondering if I it's basically a 2x2 plate with an extra curve on the front to put a pin in, and I use these kind of bars. I think this is a 9 bar. Yeah, this is a 9 bar that connects like Thomas to Annie and Cloud and all that. But for Henretta though, considering how long the reel is, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 13? Yes, I think this is a 13 one. I was like, I literally have to use a 13 bar to actually make it just go past, just so she can actually get the distance to not hit the buffer, like I just hit the camera. But I think that's about it for Henretta. I don't know if I can say anything else about her, but either way, she is amazing. But anyway, I think the next one is going to be the last one for Toby, and that should be Victoria. But anyway, until then, see you soon. Bye!